From Gumball and Darwin finding out they're on a TV show to Rob trying to turn them into humans, The Amazing World of Gumball has consistently pushed the boundaries of what a kid's cartoon can be. It's gotten weird, it's gotten meta, and it's gotten surprisingly dark. But today, we're diving into the one episode that arguably changed everything, the day Gumball's world was almost erased entirely. This is The Disaster. The Wattersons are in the car, on their way to the mall. Nicole starts a cheesy family sing-along, a tune about how nothing can go wrong, and it's just wholesome cringe. Everyone joins in, Richard, Aeneas, and Darwin, except Gumball, who's just being a typical bored kid, yawning and eventually contributing the line donkey drool just to break the monotony. It's the kind of mundane slice-of-life opening we've seen 100 times, but the show immediately cuts away. We're not with the Wattersons anymore. We're in the parking lot, with Rob, the show's forgotten villain, and he's buying something from a shady van that looks like it's made of static. He's buying a universal remote. The shopkeeper gives him this super ominous warning: it has a power only a fool would not fear.
Be careful with this universal remote. It has a power only a fool would not fear.
It's a classic fantasy trope, the warning against hubris. The van dweller even tries to take it back when Rob reveals his intentions. And what does Rob say he'll use it for? TVs, DVD players, and vengeance. Rob then immediately proves he's the fool the shopkeeper warned about, pressing buttons randomly and causing the van to spaz out and crash, all while he cackles. At first, Rob just messes around. He ejects money from an ATM, he turns on sprinklers, he toggles the sun and the moon. Okay, so already this is way beyond a VCR, but then he hits rewind. And this is the moment my jaw hit the floor. He rewinds the entire show. We see the episode title card fly backward. We see the Cartoon Network Up Next bumper fly backward. He rewinds back into a previous episode. He goes all the way back to the nobody, back to the void, to the exact moment Gumball left him behind. He watches his past self, disfigured and desperate, being abandoned. He sees Gumball, Darwin, and Mr. Small drive away in Janice the van, leaving him to glitch out of existence.
Come on, you gosh darn praise and jump! Wait, I thought you ran on good vibes.
He's a bitter producer with the master controls. This remote gives him access to the show's timeline, and now he has a motive. He's a character Gumball created by forgetting him. You turned me into the villain, Gumball Watterson. He even uses the remote to reset his voice. He's in control, and he fast-forwards right back to the parking lot, zaps the shopkeeper who asks him to pay, which is a total power move, and waits. The Wattersons drive up, still singing. Rob just pauses them. He walks right up to a frozen Gumball and says it. I will destroy you and everyone you love. That's a threat.
I will be your worst nightmare. I will destroy everything you care about.
And then he unpauses time just long enough for Gumball's window scratching to be blamed for a massive car pileup that Rob himself caused. He starts all the engines of the surrounding cars and sends them crashing into the Wattersons' vehicle. He's making Gumball's own family turn against him before he even throws a punch. Nicole is so furious that she can't even form words, just animalistic growls, blaming Gumball for the entire disaster.
I told you to stop playing with that window, but you never listen. Talking to you could be like trying to comb the skin of a kiwi fruit.
We cut to the mall, and Gumball and Darwin are in laser video. This is the show lulling us back to safety. Look, funny video games. Extreme Tractor Racing, The Tale of Zolmore, which upon inspection is a knockoff for the Polystation with the disc just painted on the box. It's all normal Gumball humor, but Rob is outside. And this is where it gets dark. He's not going to blow Darwin up, he's not going to punch him. He's going to isolate Gumball, one person at a time. He points the remote and turns on subtitles. Gumball doesn't say anything, but subtitles appear right under him. If we hadn't adopted him, we would have enough money. Darwin reads it. And Gumball, having no idea what's happening, just shrugs.
If we hadn't adopted him, we would have enough money.
Are you serious?
More subtitles. Isn't it obvious? Are you stupid? Rob is using the very format of the show as a weapon. He makes Gumball insult his own brother, and Darwin, understandably, is crushed. He yells, "Am I stupid?" and runs off completely heartbroken. Gumball, confused, reads the final subtitle that appears.
My pet that looks like a tiny orange sausage?
Ow! Dude!
He, of course, gets hit with a video game for this perceived final insult. That's brutal. Gumball is in a total panic. He finds his family, but Rob is already there. Parental filter off. This is insane. It implies that for 4 seasons, we've only been hearing a kid-friendly version of Nicole and Richard. With the filter off, they immediately start tearing into each other. Richard wants donuts, Nicole wants a better husband. And they split up, just like that. The family is broken.
It's your nagging voice. I wish I could forget.
Well, I wish I could forget you forgetting our anniversary.
Anais runs after her dad, and Gumball is supposed to follow her, but Rob just turns the brightness down. Gumball is left completely alone in the dark. When the lights come up, he's accidentally kissing Sarah in front of Penny. It's the worst possible timing, and Rob planned it all. Gumball tries to explain, but Rob changes the language to Cantonese. Even though Penny believes him, she says the language sounds like we're arguing, so she runs off crying.
Penny, 有人玩咗我成日，而家就好似我呃緊你咁。我知道你唔會呃我，不過用呢個語言就好似同你鬧交咁啊，所以我而家好。
Then Rob hits fast forward while Gumball is chasing her. He slams into Penny and knocks her right off the top floor of the mall. And as she's falling, as his drink hits the floor, Rob pauses the entire world. Gumball is the only one who can move. He's forced to walk through his own personal hell. He sees Penny frozen in midair. He sees his mom hugging another man. He sees his dad drowning his sorrow in donuts. He sees Anais crying alone in a crowd. Rob won. He completely and totally won. This is when he finally confronts Gumball, and Gumball still calls him Roy. Rob screams, "My name is Rob." He finally gets the recognition he's been craving, and then he lays it all out. He changes the format to widescreen, cues the sad music. He's directing his own villain monologue. I never wanted to be the villain. I wanted to be the cute sidekick who gets his own plush toy. And then he drops the biggest bomb in the show's history. Can't you see that none of this is real?
But I never wanted to be the villain. I wanted to be the cute sidekick who gets his own plush toy and—
He opens a portal to the void right behind Gumball, and the final fight begins. Gumball, finally enraged, tackles him. They wrestle for the remote, and every time they hit a button, the genre changes. Smooth jazz starts playing. Gumball even comments on the vibe change. They turn on slow motion and their punches are useless, flailing pathetically at each other. Gumball even accidentally hits the power button on Rob. He just turns him off. And for a second, Gumball panics, calling him Rolf, Ralph, and Rose.
Ha! In your face! Dude. Oh my gosh.
Even in a fight for his life, Gumball is Gumball. He can't even remember his nemesis's name after Rob just screamed it at him. But Rob powers back on, shouting, "That's not even a man's name!" Grabs the remote and repeatedly hits Gumball in the head with the changing format itself, and ejects Gumball to the edge of the void. It's over, except the batteries die. The single most powerful object in the universe. The one thing capable of rewriting reality. And it's defeated by 2 AAs. But Rob is smart. He knows Gumball. He knows he's a hero, so he does the one thing he knows Gumball can't resist. He throws the remote into the void. You're gonna follow the remote. Gumball knows he has to. He has to save Penny, his family. He has to hit undo. He jumps and falls into the blackness. And Rob just closes the portal. And as the portal shrinks to nothing, the end credits start to roll. The show ends. Gumball is gone. The villain won. It's the single darkest, most shocking cut to black in the entire series. But it's not over. Gumball is falling through the void. He catches the remote. He sees the batteries are loose. He jams them back in, and just as he's about to be hit by some random space junk, he stretches and his finger hits rewind. And the entire episode just spools backward, faster and faster, until we're back at the beginning. And the episode just stops. To be continued. The disaster is the pivot point for the entire series. It's the moment the show's fourth wall break stopped being just jokes and became the central, terrifying plot. This episode is the disaster that cracked the whole simulation wide open, setting the stage for everything that came after, right up to the very end. But what do you think? Was this Rob's best plan, or just the one day he got lucky with a magical remote?